Last year, my 11-year-old daughter was in elementary school here at Chico Unified, and her elementary school transitioned her from female to male behind my back.
Well, welcome to another episode of the End Times, people. I have one of the craziest videos that I've seen in a while. And to give you some context, this is at a school board hearing where they're discussing a policy for teachers to basically transition students from male to female, female to male, without the consent of the parent. So without getting the parents' permission, this policy will allow any teacher to be able to help transition a kid and their, transition their gender without basically talking to you about it. So it's kind of crazy. So I got this clip of this individual who's advocating for this policy, and I also have a victim. That's what I'm gonna call them, because these people are victims of a parent whose child was transitioned by this same school district without her permission. So both of these people that are speaking at the same exact event, one after the other. So let's get right into it.
I will speak loud for those who cannot speak. I am a proud he, she, they, them, whatever. I am a boyfriend to a beautiful woman. I am a girlfriend to a handsome trans man. And I am also a girlfriend to an incredibly beautiful woman. Growing up in this town, my mother always told me to love myself for who I am, not what I am not. Not all of us can be as lucky and have a supporter like that. In fact, I knew friends in school who would bring an entire change of clothes with them so they could dress the way that they felt inside and be free of persecution that they would feel at home or the sideways glances. One of the first things we learn in a healthy family is trust, and unfortunately, some parents don't trust their children when they say, "This is me," and they make that decision for them. That may make the child fearful from the people that claim to be trying to protect them. These children may see the hate and prejudice at home for people just like them and feel the only place they can truly be themselves is at school. Every child needs to control when they out themselves. I never had to out myself. Everyone always knew that I was just different. I was just Joey. But if you take away this ability, this control from these children to out themselves, you are forcefully putting them into a possibly violent household where their parents could kick them out, force them into conversion camps, or relinquish their parental rights and put them into the system. And God forbid, they might consider suicide. Changing this policy would create a very slippery slope. And Texas just recently passed bills that require every citizen, apparently, to report that if a child is getting any kind of trans-affirming care, those parents and or doctors can be arrested.
Yeah, because it's child abuse.
And it's creating political refugees already. And we cannot stand by and let this happen in Chico.
That's your time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Insane. So now, I don't even think this person has a kid, but, I could be wrong. They never mentioned it. See, they never mentioned, because I'm sure he would, because this is about kids, right? So if he has children, I'm sure he would have brought his children into this. So let's just assume this person doesn't have any kids, because that's what it looks like. And he's out there advocating for things that will take advantage of kids, which he does not have. It does not make any sense. So let's actually look and listen to an actual parent who is a child, who has a child that goes to the school district.
Instead of fixing the problem, they're secretly transitioning kids.
Last year, my 11-year-old daughter was in elementary school here at Chico Unified, and her elementary school transitioned her from female to male behind my back. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My daughter was distressed and began questioning her sexuality, so she decided to reach out to a wellness counselor at her elementary school. The day my daughter shared with her guidance counselor that she felt like a boy, the counselor immediately affirmed this new identity. My daughter told the counselor she wanted to tell me about her new identity. The counselor ignored her requests and did nothing to support her in letting me know what was going on at school.
So that was in Chico, California. That school board just gave themselves the power to secretly transition kids without a parent's consent.
There you have it.
I guarantee you're going to see more trans violence.
There you have it. There you have it. They passed the policy. I think it's called parental secrecy. That's the name. I don't know if that's the actual name of it. But that's what they're calling it in the political world. So they allowed this policy to go through to allow teachers to help transition your kids without your knowledge or consent. They don't have to tell you. And it's gotten even much worse than that in places like Washington. I think it's a bill called 5599 or something like that, where now they're going to separate you from your child if you do not allow gender affirming healthcare or you don't transition your kids. So the Democrats were bitching and complaining about parents being separated at the border, when Trump was doing it, quote unquote. And it was a problem then. But now, in the name of trans inclusion, they wanted to separate you from your own kids, an American citizen as you are, from using these school districts. They're going to put these policies, have these kids come to school counselors, and school counselors are going to report it. If a parent is not allowing this, then the government is going to step in and arrest you or even take your kids. And then transition your kid for you. That's even the scarier part. So after they take your child from you, you think they're just going to keep them in the state that they're in, that you want them to be at, which is their natural state? No, of course not. Why would they take them away from you for them to keep them in the same position that you want them to remain at? No, they're going to take them away from you and help transition them. Help them go through the medical treatments and surgeries and hormone therapy and all that without your consent. If this is not the end of the world, then I don't know what is. Because I'm going to war over my kid. There's nothing that you're going to do. You're going to have to kill me. You'll have to do this over my dead body. I'm not playing about that. And these parents, it's gonna get like Jesse just said, it's gonna be more trans violence. Because when y'all start messing with these kids, and then eventually they're gonna start taking these sports and allowing transgender kids to play in youth sports, because now they're doing it in the professionals and in colleges, and eventually it's gonna trickle down. There is no line for these people, so it's gonna trickle down to the youth sports, and then that's when I say shit is gonna hit the fan. Because if you got these little youth leagues, sports, and kids are having little girls are going to have to compete with little boys because your little boy is a little girl now, parents are going to lose their mind. They're going to lose their mind. So let's see where this goes, because it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. That's the problem with this thing. We can, keep bringing it to light and keep talking about it, but it's not going to stop. We already know it's not going to stop. There's no barrier to this, unfortunately. So let's see where it goes. But we got to keep fighting as hard as we can on our end. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like the video. Let's talk about it in the comments section. And if this is your first time on the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button for more content. With the notification bell, hit that notification bell so you get reminded every time I bring a video. Thanks for being here. Peace.